Yo, Shaakir
Robert, what's up,
Muhammad
man?
was cracking, man. Shaakir Muhammad in the building. What's good, man? You ain't the twin, huh?
What's good, man? Yeah, my twin brother is here. I'm like
Yeah.
flustered. I
Okay.
woke up this morning and I found out my cousin died.
Wow, wow. Yo, we live right now, bro. But
Oh,
we
we
we,
are,
we
yeah,
yeah, we live right now. We live right now. We live
yeah.
right now. So I should have said that from the outset. Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me cause I gotta get on this thing where I can see if somebody's coming in to ask questions. 1 second. Now I got in there early, man. I was just trying to vibe and chilling shit, playing a little music. I'm a I think the live chat can go. Man, we got like a delay though. Hello? It looked like your picture got a little delayed. You can hear me though, right? The
Yeah, I
internet.
can hear you. I
Okay.
just need to do something.
Wow, man. From what you just said earlier, you know what I mean? Like you do live in Brooklyn, bro. So it gets
I
rowdy.
am from
Huh?
you know. I am from Flatbush, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's
It get
regular out here.
right. It get rowdy. But yo,
Right. I got my whole family out here today.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. Yeah, man. Now the connection is kind of janky, but we gonna push on a little bit. But if it's too messed up, then we'll just cut it. But it's all good, cause the thing is, whenever you come back, I got a guy that has a studio. You know what I'm saying? Now that Corona and shit is kind of died down or whatever. We have a like a studio. I would like you to interview you in the studio. It'll be better. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, over here in Oslo. Can you hear me? Man, the shit is delayed, bro.
Yeah, because then it's real time and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey, damn, I know it's hella delayed because you're on your iPhone and I'm on this computer and the connection is kind of janky. But you so how long you gonna be out there? Did you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. It's fine.
Okay. How long you gonna be out there still? Like another month or 2 weeks or what?
I'm gonna be here until the 26th,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna be back in Norway on the 27th of July, 27th of this month.
Okay. Then what they got? Then you're gonna be doing a lot of training and stuff like that. And I don't know what you call it. I'm used to sports, but ballet to me is kind of like a sport and an entertainment and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? So you,
Yeah, I think we gonna go back and
eh,
we're gonna have to come full force because we just spent the last year and a half not really performing for anyone.
okay. They kind of been like holding you back a bit, or they try to say you wasn't up to par or whatnot, or how's that work? Uh,
Yeah.
you,
And it feels
you heard me? No, I was saying that you know.
no, I'm sorry. What did you say?
No, I was saying that whenever you get back, I guess you'll be training and stuff to I guess before you perform, they'll have you training. But you was mentioning that the last year they kind of shelved you a bit or whatnot. I don't know if they were trying to say you wasn't up to par or whatnot or what's happening over there.
Yeah, we performing, but we weren't really.
Damn, bro. I did not. That's why this is like a conversation interview. So anyway, I think his phone. He's on the iPhone, so I didn't expect him to be on the iPhone. I thought he was gonna be on a computer, but it's all good. The connection between us ain't so good, but I still appreciate that he showed up. We're gonna see if he gonna try to hit me up one more time. If not, regardless, whenever he comes back, we're gonna get him in the studio and interview him. You know what I mean? And he's trying to come back right now, so
Okay, this should be
a little
it
bit
should be
better.
better now. It should be better.
Right. There you go. That was yeah. But yo,
Okay,
yeah. It's less janky now.
yeah.
It's good to see you, dog. It's good to see you, though, man. Hey, tell people how we met, man. Tell the people them how we met, dog. Your mother know it? If you
I was
remember.
outside.
Right.
I was outside with my girl.
Right.
And
Oh
I
yeah.
don't remember.
But
I don't remember well.
by the way, happy 15th day after Juneteenth.
We're happy Juneteenth. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I can't remember where we were going. Either we were going to get something for the house,
Right.
something for the apartment.
I didn't want to assume that was your girl. I just that's why I said I let you add in the particulars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
I ain't
listen,
trying to put you out. I ain't trying to put you out like that.
I'm gonna be walking with her in the street if it
You
wasn't.
that's real. That's real.
Mhm.
So you was in where was we at? Was it Grunelucker or something like that area?
Yeah, we was in Gunlaka
Yeah.
by I think either Mark buying or Maridal's buying,
Right.
maybe. I don't know, one of those blocks. And I hear somebody calling or trying to say my name from across the street.
Right. He was like,
And
"Who's
I'm
this? Who's this?"
yeah, I'm looking like, oh.
Keep it real. What was in your head? What was you thinking when I
And when
first?
he's saying
Yeah.
my name, I stopped my girl and I was like, yo, wait, hold up. And I looked, I was like, damn, he's big. Hold on, I'm busy right now. Campbell store? Candle. Oh, Candle. Okay. Yeah. It's Shaakir. Going to get candles.
There we go, like that. Shaakir.
That's how you're supposed to say my name.
You know?
Nobody say my name like that in Norway, but that's how you're supposed to say my name.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you saw me coming across and yelling out your name or whatever.
Yeah, you know, I didn't really know what to expect. I was like, my girl asked me, she like, do you know him? I'm like, no. I was like, I don't know him.
Hold up, stop right there. And this is proof that my memory is yo, when I see faces and stuff like that, because I seen you online or whatever. Because some of these cats, when I say, yo, I talked to this person before, and I seen this person before, and then because there was some sort of incident, I ain't gonna get no particulars, where I met a person and I seen a person before, and then they was like in denial or whatever. I was like, I don't forget faces, bro, and stuff like that. And this is proof. This is one incident or whatever. Where yeah. Well, anyway, continue.
Yeah. And then we talked for like maybe an hour or more.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
No, but what was bugging was when she told me, I think this is the first time he ran into an African American while he was in Norway, and I was like, what? That right there was a little bit unbelievable for me though.
I met, you know, I know black people and I have black friends in Norway,
Right.
but no Black American.
Go ahead and say that was the first Black American that you
First
met in
Black
Norway.
American that I met in Norway, yeah.
And how long you been in Norway?
4 years.
4 years. And I'm the first Black American that he ran into in Norway. I ain't making this shit up. And that's the thing is, I don't understand how nobody like reached out to you that was African American that been here all these years, 19, 20 years. You got some brothers that lived out here and they haven't reached out. Maybe they never heard of you. That's why.
Yeah, maybe they just don't know me because I searched, but I was only finding like African clubs. I searched Americans in Oslo, and then Americans in Oslo obviously is a bunch of white people. So I searched Black Americans in Oslo, and there's no page for that.
It's all good. Keep it bumping.
God damn, this is a car alarm.
It's all good. It's all good. They need Norwegian people need to see how it is in the hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is New York City hood. It's noise everywhere.
They think you all privileged and all because you in the ballet and shit. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Right. They thinking you all uppity and shit. You know what I mean? Because when I first heard about you, I was like, who the fuck? I was like, hold up. This is the perfect candidate. I need him on my shit for real. And like I told you, as you've seen, I don't really have that many entertainers. You thought I was bullshit when I was coming up there. I told you. Because I usually be fucking with like historians and shit like that. I'll be trying to get to the bottom of this racism shit. You know what I mean? Because when I was in school, I studied anthropology, African studies, and all this shit. Even though I ain't graduating and all that, but still, racism is alive and well. And it all started because I wanted to talk to African American people and give like light to them in Norway, but like I told you before, it kind of morphed into something bigger a little bit, and I didn't think that certain historians or whatever would reach back and want to talk and stuff like that. So mainly, yeah, for our interview, like I said, the only other entertainer I interviewed was the elder lady from New Orleans, Trisha Boutte, that lives in Olusun, whatever, that's still on tour and doing different things, you know what I'm saying? Because I have a connection with that through my mom's side, New Orleans. So, and you the second entertainer, you would have been the first if you would have answered those fucking messages and shit. But you be busy and shit, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I'll be
you in elite status, you an elite. You can almost compare you like an elite athlete in a way, because ballet some real. Go ahead.
Contact me through Community New York.
All right.
My agents now.
Okay, that's what's up.
My agents, they hook me up now. Now I don't have to think about reading my own emails and stuff like that. Got the agents. How can?
Right. So how many people how many people interviewed you in Norway? In Norway, there was like how many people interviewed you? It was like, was it one or two different groups or something like that? Because I know of one for sure, because there was I told you, some sort of African Facebook group. Somebody had posted an interview and it was funny, like I told you, during the week I was reaching out to you like a week before, and then suddenly some Facebook group put out an interview that you did with some not Japanese, Norwegian people. But how many different interviews have you done since you've been out there or whatever?
I've done one for the Operas magazine.
Right.
Backstage magazine.
Okay.
I've done one for Austin Poston.
Okay.
A magazine. Culture Tonkin.
Okay. That might have been the one that Culture Tonkin or something like that. So you did like a few there.
Oh yeah, I also did Morgan Blonde.
Morgan Blonde. Yeah. But all Norwegian media though, right? Was it all?
Yeah, that's all the ones in Norway.
Right. And so no other.
I've also done like the ones in America. The ones in America I've done some Brooklyn magazines. I've done Andy Warhol's Interview magazine.
I'm talking about not when you was in New York before you went, not before you went to Norway though. I'm talking about while you was in Norway though.
Yeah, Norway, Austin Poston,
Yeah, yeah, all
Culture
those.
talking.
Just Norwegian stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, I got you.
the four
Okay,
ones I named before.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
maybe some others, but I just can't remember.
Got
I
you.
did an ice commercial.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Ice, the phone company.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. That's like a Metro PCS in that's like a Metro PCS or something like that in Norway.
Exactly, Boost Mobile.
Boost or something. Boost the Metro. But so you've been out there for 4 years. What the hell was you? What was you thinking when you first got there? I know you was a little nervous or whatever, kind of getting away from your. You broke away. Well, yeah. Let's go back. When you started, when did you start in ballet or whatnot? When
I
did
was
you?
having separation anxiety because I'm a twin.
Right, right,
And that was the first time I knew like I would wake up and I won't see him, you
right,
know.
right, right,
And I just felt I immediately felt the culture shock. Like
coach. Right,
I mean, after being in Norway for 2 years straight, just
right,
now
right.
came back. I went to Target. I
Right.
forgot
That's
how much bigger everything is in America.
bro. That's how it was when I went 2 years ago back home.
Like I miss grocery shopping.
I was just exact. I was exact the same when because I went back home 2 years ago for my mom's funeral, and I went to Target. I went to that motherfucker like so many different times, and I was like, yo, yeah, yeah. I felt the same. I felt the same. No, but
I
yeah,
miss grocery shopping.
right,
I miss grocery shopping. I miss a good deli sandwich, like a real sandwich. I'm tired
right,
of eating open face European
right, right, right,
sandwiches.
right, 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 right,
Uh, I miss a real like hot dog,
right, right,
a dollar slice of pizza.
right, right.
And
Especially being from New York City, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can get damn near anything out there, you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, we got it's so many ways of getting around as well. You got dollar cabs. Like where else are you gonna find a dollar cab? I paid $2 to
word,
get from here and maybe like a quarter mile. I don't know. I'm not good with this, but like a 15-minute drive away, a
right,
mile away.
right,
Two
right,
dollars. It's like your unfiltered bus, let's say. If you don't
right,
want to pay damn near $4 to get on the bus, you get on
right,
the
right.
dollar cab.
Them hood prices.
Yeah.
Mm.
I also just miss like American culture and like
Oh,
I was
you
telling
didn't
my
think
girlfriend.
I bet you didn't think so at first because some niggas, you know what I'm saying, when they leave and shit, they be ready to quick get away and all these things and then they like come running back and shit, once you separate
Yo,
be
man,
separate so long.
you'll realize,
You
especially I
appreciate it.
feel like as a black person, but as any person, but especially as a black person, because I'm speaking from a black man's experience.
No doubt.
You will always miss what's familiar to you,
Right, right.
and what you grew up on. But I was telling my girlfriend like my diet in blackness is low, and at first she would, she couldn't wrap her head around it. And
Right.
I was like, yo, and I was telling a lot of my close friends like my diet in blackness is low, and they're like, what can we do? I'm like, man, it's nothing you can do. You
Feel me?
just don't. You won't
Right.
do. You can't do anything to make my diet in blackness go up or make me feel better about it, because you know when you are constantly the one person that is black,
Right,
there's
right.
nobody else that is sharing my experience. In the company you have the Italians,
Mm.
and then you have the Japanese, you have the Latinos,
And
and,
that's
and maybe you'll have some Russians, and you have
that's what I was gonna ask you. The
and then
racial
those people,
the racial
they have
makeup.
they have
Yeah,
familiarity with each other.
right, 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 right. That's what I saw because when I looked on the website,
They have people to talk to.
right, and when I looked on the website at the ballet thing, I was checking out the racial makeup of the place, and I was like the dancers and stuff, and I was like, man, he's the only one, you know what I mean? Because you got people of color, Cubans or whatever, certain ones, but they be like them Dominicans and shit. I know black, you know. Sometimes they be
Yeah,
acting like,
exactly.
you feel me?
I know
Or
black.
or
I know
or
black.
you know what I mean? And or they'll be acting black only, because it's George Floyd thing and Black Lives Matter came around for this clout. Then they be suddenly person of color in a way. But for the most part, on a daily basis, I know black, and we got some of those brothers out here too. Trust me. But and I've been hooping and
Yeah,
hollering the
so
same thing since
I'm just
I got
like
here.
I just
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just needed like that's why I was really feeling a separation anxiety because everywhere I went, like if when I was living in America and I went to a new ballet school, or for instance, when I first went to ABT, although I'd be the only young black boy there, it would
Right.
be me and my brother. So I wouldn't have like
Mm,
there would be somebody that was feeling the same way as me,
right.
you know. And then when I went to Houston Ballet, we'd be the only two young black guys there.
Right. Right. Right.
And then I still had my brother with me in the school. Like, all right, cool. At least it ain't just me. But then when I
Right.
went to Norway, I believe it was different for my brother because he went to Houston with me. We developed and made friendships with people in the company in Houston, and then he
Right.
stayed in Houston. So his next year in the company was a comfortable year. I'm not saying he was comfortable. I'm not saying he wasn't uncomfortable because
Right.
he's also suffering from the anxiety as well.
Right. Right.
Wow, so giant B.
No.
He's also suffering from the anxiety as well. But he still had like we had friends from school that also went to. So we had bros from like we were.
Ah, I think that one spot you was at was a little
So when
bit
I
better.
left and I went to Norway,
Yeah.
I was completely on my own.
Snap.
France while dancing for Houston Ballet, but I was still like basically by myself. And a lot of nights I went home thinking like, man, am I actually gonna be able to make friends here? Because Europeans are
They different. That's for
Europeans
sure.
are they're just different people. They're very different.
And no matter what,
So
you know, no matter how hard they be cultural appropriating, they different at the end of the day.
yeah, like I'd be telling my one of my best bros, his name is Jonathan. I would always tell him like, yo, man, like you have a Swedish friend here. Like
Right.
another one of my bros, he's Italian. I'm like, he has Italian friends here.
Exactly.
My Spanish bros, they have Spanish friends here.
Right.
I'm like, you don't think I would want a Black American friend here?
Right. 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 You know
I'm
what?
like, if I had a Black American friend, I don't care where he came from. He could be from like Wyoming.
Right. I feel you.
I'd be like, he's Black and American. He knows what I'm going through.
Right, right, right. No, I felt that when I saw you across the way. You was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I felt that. No, actually, I remember I told you. I told some elders, some other people about you, and they actually asked about you, man, before this 4th of July over here because they was thinking about. I think this year they didn't really have nothing too big, but next year, 4th of July, they gonna do something big. You know what I mean? And then I wanted you to come around with and join us African Americans. You know what I'm saying? At this 4th of July next year, 4th of July, with some grill and all that stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then you can meet
Word,
some
word.
100%. So that's what they definitely heard about you and they definitely talk about you and one of them asked about you the other day, matter of fact. And yeah.
Word.
Yeah, for real, man. They got some people they know they heard about you and know about you, some of them, and some of them haven't though. But yeah, yeah. So it's like that, man. Um uh yeah. No, when did you but what was the when you started ballet? What age were you when you first got the interest? And who yeah, we'll start with that right there. The how around
I
how
was
old?
uh I was 6 years old. It was like 2004,
Okay.
and
Wow.
I was in the second grade. I was in the second grade, and there was a woman. Her name was Lynn Parkinson, or her name, director at the place I started ballet. To
Was
this
she?
day,
Let me. Was she Jewish or was she just a white lady or?
and
Hello. Hello.
her what religion she practices, but she's white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Hey, whoever's tuning in, y'all gonna get.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Now, let me sit there. Okay, let me sit there. The service is better here. But yeah, so there was a lady named Lynn Parkinson, and
Okay.
um she's just some she's a I'm not sure what religion she practices, but she's a white American woman from Brooklyn.
Right, 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 right. So
And
I guess she saw the talent in you
she
guys.
had yeah, she came to my elementary school. She was trying to spread classical ballet to urban children, as they say.
Wow. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I know that. But I mean,
I don't think I don't think that's her catchphrase. Cause I'm not saying that she said that,
no, 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 no.
but
I got no. I'm
that's what I
saying,
remember.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but I'm saying, wow, because those programs or those things. So I mean, you were a product kind of that. With her coming in, with people coming into the urban communities or schools. Whether it's ballet, whether it's fencing, whether it's what I mean. Like you were a product of that, and that's why I'm saying wow because of that right there. By her coming into the school and you were a product of that, basically.
Yeah, I she had this thing called the Brooklyn Ballet Youth Ensemble or the Brooklyn Ballet Elevate program. Yeah, I think the Elevate program is the one where they go to elementary schools and try to encourage young children to take dance lessons.
Right.
And they were saying things like, "Oh, we're not saying he has to make a career out of dance, but if he wants to be an athlete, ballet would be very good for him being an athlete,
Right.
working on the strength in his feet,
Right.
footwork, and stuff."
Them
And
damn
then,
them damn toes, man. Shit.
mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
we had to do ballet class twice a week at school, and I'm not even gonna lie, man, I hated it. It was terrible.
Word. The first time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, like I'm a 6-year-old kid
Right.
who's learning how to bend his knees. I'm like bending my knees and putting my arms in positions. It wasn't like I was doing anything of the things that I'm doing now, which is like interesting.
Right. 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 Right.
So for a 6-year-old boy, I could not focus on stuff like that. It was terrible.
Right. 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 Right.
But
So so did you
at the end at the
did
end
you
of the
did did you
program,
did you kind of get pressure from your mom and dad to say, boy, you better show up there, you better go there, or it was
oh
all
no way, no way,
all
no
your
way,
decision, all your decision.
no way. My family was very ignorant towards ballet. Yo, like you said, we from Flatbush, and before Flatbush, my family's from the style. So
Right. Right.
we from really my family's from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Okay.
I believe they from Tom because I'm not from the style. I think my family is from Tompkins,
Okay. Okay.
Tompkins or Marcy. So like Jay-Z from Marcy,
Right. Right.
Tompkins is right there. Like they from there.
So
There's
so
no such thing as ballet.
Right, right. I got you. So you have flack from damn, you have flack from everywhere and shit. But that's crazy because it wasn't only you. It was your twin too, and y'all both kind of who went in there first? Like who was the first one? Did y'all go in there at the same time? I guess. Did you guys start it kind of the same time?
No, we kind of did it. We did it together,
Right.
but I got a scholarship and my brother didn't. And I told him that he had to wait. The story goes another way.
Right, right. Go
So
ahead.
uh so it was like, yeah. So we was taking ballet
And
lessons
it's and it's all and
twice a
it's all
week.
and it's all good. This shit ain't formal, bro. I never want my channel to be so fucking formal anyway. So that's why yeah, so don't worry. Relax, relax.
All right.
You can take a drink. You can eat. You can whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, but she was giving us lessons twice a week, I
Right, right.
believe, for like a month. And then at the end of the program, she had her dancers give us a performance, and we wasn't liking the ballet, so we was like, all the boys were like, you know, you got made fun of, or you was
Mm,
getting beat up if you took ballet serious,
you see what I'm
all that
saying?
stuff.
That stigma, that
Yeah, so
stigma.
we was fighting
Yeah,
and stuff.
I believe. You see what I'm
We was
saying?
fighting on all that.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. And I can see I get yeah, yeah, and it kind of I believe that, and that's the thing, the stigma that the community, black community, has definitely still to this day
Mm-hmm.
when they think of a black guy in ballet. But when you
Exactly.
and the stuff that you had to go through, but you know to be honest with you though, what do you think about like other dance? Like to me, I think you at like an elite status per se. You know what I'm saying? Like ballet, it like encompasses everything. So when you these other cats are doing like hip hop dances and shit like that, I think you can do that shit on the side. That's like a side gig for you if you wanted
Oh,
to.
no, no, no. Those people are also like very qualified in their
Word,
own craft. Yeah, 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 yeah,
word. Okay. I mean, I
yeah,
see it. You
yeah.
know what I mean? I see them, and but and I know you're giving respect to them, and I'm giving respect to those dancers too. But I was thinking like the shit that you do is like on some other shit. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, ballet doesn't like hip hop, hip hop, and all those other styles.
right,
There's just not as much structure as ballet,
right.
because ballet has
But
like
how about athleticism though? The athleticism though, when it comes to athleticism.
yeah, that's the thing, because the reason why ballet would be harder in a sense is the because it's not only just execution of the step. You have to execute the step. You have to look nice while doing it as well,
Your shit be
and it
mental. Your shit be
mhm,
mental as fuck too.
and it has to look easy. There's so many things you need to think about. Your
Gracious,
arms,
like being gracious and
shaping
shit.
your face. You need to shape your face with your arms. Your arms need to create the whole line. Upper body, you're thinking about where you're looking. If your arm is pointing this way, you wouldn't look over here. Let's say it's breaking the line, you know? So we're constantly thinking about symmetry. We're constantly thinking about using the right muscles and being strong, but not showing that we're using a lot of strength.
Mm, yeah, that's right.
So
That's right.
that's why ballet is so hard, because you have to make it look like it's easy when actually we're very strong people.
No doubt about that. I mean,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Make it look like motherfuckers just floating out there and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Where
yeah.
in hip hop, you can show the strength in the movement and it's okay.
Right, right,
You
right,
can look ugly and it's
right,
beautiful. But
right,
in
right,
ballet, if you look ugly, it's ugly.
right, right, right. A big influence for me, like in dancing, was this other guy because I'm 6'5". Remember that guy that damn, what's his name? He was in a dancing show and he won it, and then he ended up being a DJ for Ellen DeGeneres.
Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. He was like a big influence too, as far as dancing. For me, because he's like damn. I think he's 6'5" or something like that. He's tall, and it's hard to do that at that height.
Yeah, it's really hard to dance like
Really
that.
hard.
Especially ballet.
Shit,
If
even
you
in the
know,
club,
like,
man. You know what I mean?
it's harder. Being physical is always harder if you're taller. Usually,
Right, right, right.
longer limbs, more weight, more length to control.
You're you're about 5'8" or 5'9", right? No, hold up, man. I don't fucking know because I came across the street. No. 5'10".
I'm 5'11".
5'11". Okay, my bad. My bad. Yeah. No,
Try
I
to
don't fuck. No, but I don't. No, but I don't know.
5'8".
No, I don't
I know
know.
you 6'5", but damn.
Yeah. No, but I thought because in ballet, what do they usually look for? You know what I mean? Do they look for like the usual? I know it's
Tall
different
men.
now. Oh, they look okay. I
In
didn't
this
know.
country, not in this country, in Norway,
Yeah.
they're looking for tall dudes, man.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Like, I'm 180 centimeters, and that is an average size man in Norway.
You okay? Yeah, no doubt.
And like coming back here, I was
Cause your girl, cause
in
your
the bars, in the bar, in the club here, and I was like, wow. I was like, actually, it's like I'm not a short guy. It's just that I'm in Norway, and guys are just much taller in Norway.
right.
You know, like the Norwegian men are just so tall, it's crazy.
Right. No, but
Everybody I see is at least 6'3". I'm like, how?
right,
What are you guys eating?
right. No, with your girlfriend was kind of tall. I saw. She's like right.
The same size as me.
Yeah. She was up there. Yeah. I saw that shit. Yeah. No doubt.
Literally, like looking me dead in my eyes. I never
Right.
thought I'd be like that.
I know, cause I was like, shit. Cause I thought she was a ballet dancer too, though. Was she?
She is.
Okay. Cause I told you, I figured that when you was across the street, I was like, not only your face looked familiar, and then it was just like I hate your posture, and then you kind of, I walk like with a fucking hunchback and shit with my tall ass, but you walk with a correct posture and shit, and I could tell that this motherfucker right here, this this is the dude right there. I know he's covering it up with his hoodie and shit, but I could tell it was you or whatnot. So are you staying in shape, or are you just on vacation? Vacation right now. Are you eating some of your mama's good cooking right now?
I'm eating food. I'm eating some oxtail, some
Right.
curry goat,
Oh my God, man.
curry chicken.
Right. No, so your family from the Caribbean or Africa or where?
My family from Panama.
Okay, that's what's up. Do you
But
speak Spanish?
my mother from Panama, but my father, they from the Star.
Right. Did she teach
Everybody
you?
else go
Did she
back to
teach?
Brooklyn.
Oh shit, man! I just spilled some fucking drink. But anyway, did she teach you Spanish, or did you learn some Spanish, or you speak fluent, or what?
Nah, my pops was like, we ain't learning no white man's language. We already know one.
Right.
We already know one of them. We only need to learn two.
We need to learn two of those colonized languages and shit like that.
Colonizer's language, man.
You know what I mean?
We don't need to learn the colonizer's language
I
at
feel
all.
you. I feel you. I'm on that shit. I'm on that motherfucking shit right now. Like. But anyway, what else? I told you I didn't try to research or nothing. No questions. I didn't even look at the interview. I didn't read none of the interview. I just said I just wanted this shit to be a natural conversation. You know what I mean? But anyway, we gonna let you go in a few. So in about 10 minutes, and we'll let you get
But
on
let me
with.
finish telling you how I started.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
after she had the 2 classes a week thing for a month, right? So after a month of doing that, she had a performance with her professional dancers from Brooklyn Ballet.
Right.
And we had to watch it as a whole school in the auditorium. So we in the auditorium, and they having a performance, and this black guy walks out. Mind you, when we was getting taught ballet,
Don't get don't get too close to those numbers. Don't get too close to those numbers on the pole with your address and shit. Don't get too close to those numbers.
Oh yeah, word. I'm
Yeah.
bugging. Yeah, but she had only female assistants when we were having ballet lessons, beginner ballet lessons. So I never saw a man doing ballet.
Mm.
And then this guy comes out on stage the last day. His name is D'Artagnan Reed. He came out, and I remember I looked at my brother. We was like, "Yo,
What?
what?"
What the fuck?
Yeah, he had an afro. He had an afro.
Right,
And
right, right,
he came out on stage and he was bugging. He was like, he was tall, he was muscular, and he was black.
right, 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 right.
And we was like, I remember me and I was there was like, oh, and I remember thinking to myself, like, okay. I was like, well, if that's ballet, then I think I could do something like that.
Right, right.
Because I didn't know about all the jumping and the turning.
Bro, that's how
And
I'm looking at. That's how I'm looking at you and you guys. I'm looking. That's out straight up.
Because when I was learning it, it was all like soft and like, just, and I was like, man, I don't want to do this. And then when I saw a man doing ballet and what men do in ballet, I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm like, okay, this is cool. That's Miss Davis. Yeah. I'm like, this is cool. So
Right, 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 right,
I
right.
got a scholarship to the school afterwards because they thought I could do it.
Right. I bet them shits.
And
I bet them shits cost a pretty penny too.
yeah, so man, honestly, I never paid for ballet in my life. Scholarship
Wow, that's what's
all the
up.
way through.
That's what's up.
Never spent the dime. I don't even think I barely ever bought shoes. For boys, it's easy. Boys, we get everything we want because we're a minority in ballet.
Right, right.
Yeah. But so anyway, I got a scholarship and my teacher told me, she said, don't open the envelope until you get home. So I got home. I remember my mom, she was in the kitchen, she was washing the dishes. She was on the phone. You know how black mothers be, she on the
Right,
phone washing dishes.
right, right.
And I remember I was small and I remember I walked up to her and I slapped the back of her hamstring. I remember, hit her hamstring. She looked down at me and she's like, hold on, Mom. She's like, what happened? I'm like, here. She's like, my hands are wet. I'm like, here. And Mommy, take it. She opened it, took it from me. She opened it and she was like, you ain't doing no ballet. You ain't doing no ballet. And she on the phone. I think she's on the phone with her mother. She's like, look, this boy come here talking about he want to do some ballet. So I took the envelope back and I gave it to my father. I gave it to my father. My father was like, you ain't doing no ballet. I'm not signing this.
Wow.
So both of my parents told me no. So
Right,
I looked at
right,
my
right.
brother. I looked at my twin brother, and my twin brother wasn't really like as excited as me to do it. So I told him, I said, yo, if I was like, if you sign this permission slip on the scholarship, so you have to come with me, or else we're gonna get in trouble if I come home without you. So my brother signed my mother's name on the scholarship. I took it to school the next day, and I gave it to my teacher, Miss Michelson. I think her name is Miss Beluzzi now, or something like that. But when she taught me, her name was Miss Michelson.
Right,
She wasn't
right.
married yet.
Right, right.
So yeah, I gave it to my teacher, Miss Michelson, and I believe she gave it to Lynn. And then I was enrolled into the Brooklyn Ballet School. I took ballet behind my parents' back for a month at my elementary school. I had a driver named Mr. George, and I told my parents to tell Mr. George that I had after school and I'd be finishing school at 6:00. But I was doing ballet from 3 or from like 5 to somewhat whatever time.
Wow.
But I would just hang around at school until it was time to do ballet. Then Lynn asked for the house numbers. So we was using the landline.
Right, 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 right.
She asked for the house number. And I blindly gave Lynn my house number because that was the one number I knew by heart. My mother's number and my house number at 6 years old.
And that's how they figured. They found
And
out.
that's how they figured out. She called my mom. She like, my mom walked into the room. She like this. She's like, Miss Parkinson is on the phone. And me and my brother like, Miss Parkinson, who Miss Parkinson? We don't know Miss Parkinson. She put on a speaker and she said hi to us. She like, hi Shaakir, hi Nazir. And we like, damn. So my mom is like, my parents are like, do y'all really want to do this? And we was just like, yeah, and we don't care what y'all say.
Right.
So yeah, now my brother live in Houston.
Right.
My brother just got promoted to demi soloist at Houston, and now I'm dancing in Norway.
Yeah, I also got some family in Houston, man, and one of my real good friends in Houston. Yeah.
I used to live out there with him in what you call it, Montrose. Used to live in Montrose.
Okay.
And Marietta, Bayou.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now over there, you need a car because shit, everything is fucking, and it gets hot. It gets super hot over there too.
The biggest small town ever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That city is humongous, but nobody outside.
Right. Right.
Everybody in a car. Biggest city, one of the biggest cities I've been to.
And from
Not
the
a soul outside.
And from the airport, it took forever to get to. I was like, God damn.
Yo, Intercontinental?
Yeah. A Continental Airport, George Bush Continental. You know what I mean?
George Bush, yeah.
George Bush Continental Airport, man. I remember that shit was like.
Yo.
And my boy lived not too far from the Reliant Arena and shit like that. And then I remember when I pulled up, he had like he had armed security, barbed wire around his fucking apartment place, bro. Barbed wire, dog. Yes.
The hell you need barbed wire?
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. And but when I got there, it was like after Katrina, and so you had a lot of homeless people because you had a lot of people from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Go to stay in Houston. That's like a second home, Houston and New Orleans. You know, they're really close relation. Because I remember going to Astroworld. A lot of y'all young folks only know about Astroworld because Travis Scott, but I actually went to Astroworld when I was a kid. Astro and Waterworld when I was a kid. I'm about to be 44 this year. I'm gonna be 44 on the 29th. So now y'all know how old I am. And well, how old are you, Shaakir?
I'm 23.
You 23 now? Okay. You still look like a damn 19-year-old and shit, man.
I'll be 24 in December.
Uh-oh. You coming up there now.
Yeah, I'm not so much of a millennial. I was born in the 90s.
Right. You know, you about as old as my oldest daughter, man. She's out there in the States. She's a military cop, military police, and married to another military police and had 2 kids. So I'm a grandpa, like I told you.
She's my age.
She's shit. Oh, man, now she's gonna be like, motherfucker, you know, she's 23. 23.
She's married?
Yeah, she's married and
we ain't gonna shit.
Yeah, and got 2 kids. Yep. And to another, she's in the Army, military police. So she's stationed out there in she's from the San Diego, California area. And she's stationed out there in country ass Kentucky that's real close to this base that's close to Nashville, Tennessee. But she got orders to go to Hawaii. So this winter, so I'm hoping to finally come and visit her. You know, I haven't been for a while. I was supposed to go before COVID. So but hey, how convenient too. But anyhow, off of me, back to you. Yeah, man. So both of y'all came up. When do you think was the turning point where when you thought you was like, yo, I can do this? Like when you started to really feel like I can do this, or like, you know, when you really took it kind of serious, you know what I mean? Or whatnot.
I would say like when I was about like, because you know I actually had some like quite hard times with ballet.
Right.
You know, I won't speak about that here.
Right, nah, don't do that. But it was no cake. I know it was no cakewalk for you, straight up.
No, it was not a cakewalk.
No cakewalk.
But I would say like really, I really started like thinking to myself like, okay, this is promising. When I went to Houston Ballet, I was 18. You know,
so Houston had a real 18. Big. So Houston had H-Town had a real big effect on you then. Being out there in that ballet,
Yeah, definitely.
that move to Houston, that was a huge grown up moment for you and shit.
I had a teacher, a coach named Claudio, and yeah, he'd always tell me, he's like, "Yo, man, listen, you are not some regular guy in the studio."
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
And he's like, there's no one like you, so we only get this chance like once
You
in a
know what I mean?
lifetime for one of a kind people. It's like nobody has even a close story to my brother and I.
Straight up, straight up. I believe that, bro.
And
Straight up.
anyone that does, also a person of color. So
That's a
it's never
fact.
one of these white boys walking in there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Oh, you about to take the shirt off on them niggas and start to do some ballet and shit? No, it's not. It's
It
hot.
was
Hey,
break this morning.
is it?
Now it's
It's
hot.
hey, yeah. Oh, and some people think in New York it don't get hot. It's fucking when it gets hot in New York, it gets real fucking hot, don't it?
Yo, man, the other day
Right,
I couldn't go outside until like 8 o'clock. It was too hot.
right, right,
It was
right,
like 99 degrees, 100 degrees.
right. They don't be, like you see on TV and shit, like especially back in the day. I don't know they don't do that now, where they play with the fire hydrants and shit. They don't.
We used to do that on the block, but now there's no
Right,
kids on my block. When I
right,
lived here,
right.
the water fights was crazy. There was one time we was having a water fight on the block, and maybe it's just black culture, but we started like fighting, but we wasn't fighting. We were play fighting.
Right.
You know how we slap box.
Right.
So because we ran out of balloons, we blew up mad balloons to have a water balloon fight, and we used all the balloons. So then we started filling up buckets, throwing it on each other, and like wrestling and play fighting. And tell me why. This is when the neighborhood was just starting to get gentrified. I was like 16 or 17.
Talk about it, that gentrification. I'm glad that you
It
brought
was
that shit
just
up.
starting to get gentrified.
Right.
Tell me why these new neighbors call the police on us.
Wow.
These niggas call the police on us.
You know what's so crazy? They probably started out as hipsters and shit. It was like, hey, how's it going? Hey, no, turn the music up louder. And then when they get married and had a baby and shit, and then suddenly the cops is called. That's how it is.
I wish I could show you. I wish I could show you what my block used to look like and what it look like now, because we got a building right here, a new building here, and a new building over here. These buildings got balconies, and there's a tall white boy in this balcony. I never saw a white man on this block when I grew up. A white person would never dare walk down here. They would be too scared to come down here with all of us out here.
Right.
And you know how we lounge. We outside on the porch, barbecuing, loud music, singing and dancing and carrying on. That's our culture. That's not what they do. And we was outside having a water fight, simple old water fight. Teenage boys having just running around, play fighting. And they called the police, and the police came and they saw that we was throwing water on each other. And they're like, "You having a water fight?" We're like, "Yeah, we're having a water fight."
Right.
And luckily, they were some cool cops. They left us alone.
Right.
But yeah, I'll send you a video because it's actually my cousin.
Word. Yeah. Now when you come back, like I told you, we're gonna have to do something in the studio one time, and then we'll link up just on a regular basis every now and then, man. Touch base with you and how you meet some of the other African Americans, like I told you, once in a while, so that you can reach out to somebody or whatever. You know what I mean? So you don't have to be in your little cocoon and shit, for too long. But we still want you to focus on what you're doing, though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, nah, that's
yeah.
I got a girlfriend, but ballet's my wife.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Exactly. Married to it.
No doubt. No, but so is there any big gigs kind of like that you're talking about when you come back to Norway? Is there any kind of like, I don't know, like the events in far as in ballet? Is there like something that's coming up that
I did get an opportunity, but it's actually disclosed information.
Okay, got you.
So
no doubt.
You'll hear about it.
Okay.
when
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
inshallah it all goes through.
For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Well, whenever that whenever that does come through, and you for sure, yo, are those ballet? They be all like dressed in tuxes and shit up in them joints, or is it like kind of like a normal, just casual?
Depends. Like matinees,
Yeah.
you don't really dress like a night out.
'Cause I never been to the opera or a ballet dance, but I'm gonna go to your shit though. I'm gonna go to your shit.
Like a
I promise you
ballet
that.
and an opera at night, yes,
Yeah,
people dress nice. But a
yeah.
matinee, nah, people are more casual. But
Okay,
matinees are much better when it's warm weather than when
okay,
it's cold weather.
okay.
Matinees in the winter are just not ideal,
Right, right, right,
in my opinion. I like matinees in the summer where you can be outside with a glass of wine,
right, right, right.
something like that.
Well, damn, yeah, I would like to catch a matinee, I guess. But it probably a real nice one of those, a nice one at night too, because I never been to one. So that would be the first one I would ever go to would be your shit, bro. I never thought about going to a ballet dance ever in my freaking life. Like I told you, somebody told me, it was a mother from the school that I work at, told me about you. And then I was like, word? It's like, he was like, hey, you're doing those interviews. Hey, look at this guy right here. He's a black guy. Yeah, whatever. I was like, nah, he's probably most likely I ain't even. And then I was like, he's probably Cuban. She's like, no, 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 he's a black guy. And I was like, because in my mind I was like a Cuban, brown skin. I'm like, man, I ain't, no, I'm on some African American shit. And then so when
Yeah.
she said, no, 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 let me send you the link. And she sent me the link. I was like, oh shit. I went from immediately like, yo, let me get this guy right now. Immediately, I sent a message to you, and like I said, like definitely, I never went to a ballet show or anything as elegant as that stuff. I definitely would. I you definitely gonna be the first one that I'm gonna go to. I might go a couple of times to be honest. Now that I'm getting older and shit, I can kind of get into that role a little bit, you know. But when I was young, I probably would have never even thought about it. But I definitely want to check out your show, and then yeah. But anyway, um, what else, man? What else can we talk about before we let you go and before we get off? Um, no, no, like you said, you can't really disclose whatever's in the works right now, in the future or the near future for you.
Yeah, that information
You
that
don't, you
is
don't, you don't have to worry about that one. But for anything else that you can disclose, there's nothing really right now that you can disclose, right?
the undisclosed information actually doesn't have anything to do with dance, but it's in Norway.
Yeah.
It does
Okay.
have something to do with dance, but I don't think I'm dancing anything.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool. Um,
As far
no,
as dancing, you know, casting for ballets usually comes out like actually it's like maybe like next week I'll get like a cast list of
okay,
what's happening,
right. So they
and I can tell you
being
what I'm.
being in ballet, they make you stay. They make you always check on you to make sure you stay in shape or your weight or things like that. Or
Not really in this company. Like Norway,
okay.
they have their different way of working. You know how they are when it comes to jobs.
Right, right, right,
Everything has to be comfortable.
right, right.
But
Right, right.
you
If
know
you
what I don't get about
if you
Norwegian.
was in China or Russia, it'd be a different motherfucking story. I can tell you that.
Yeah, but you know what I don't get about Norwegian
Go ahead,
ways
tell it,
of
tell it.
working.
Oh yeah, that's the last thing before we end. We gonna talk about racism. Go ahead, run with it.
Because like I don't know, I just find it hard because like I've never personally experienced any of this, and I'm not talking about the place that I work at all.
Right.
But from speaking to people here in America,
Allegedly, what they say. I got you.
yeah, speaking to people in America and speaking to people in Norway about the working
Mm,
conditions, it's crazy because like in America, my friends would tell me, yeah, my boss told me I did a shitty job and he fired me.
mm,
And it's like, damn, that's harsh, but he told you the truth
mm,
and didn't sugarcoat it, let you know, like, hey, listen, you're not
mm.
doing so well, so I'm gonna have to let you go. In the
That's right.
end, or in the moment, it's like, damn, it hurts. But you get over it because it's like, well, I'm gonna go try somewhere else.
Yep.
But a lot of the time, I feel like for instance, with a Norwegian person's like, or your typical Norwegian person's personality, something could be bothering them, and they just like, and you're unknowingly bothering them. Let's say, not even knowingly, because if you're knowingly bothering someone, now you're just a dickhead. But if you're unknowingly doing something that's irritating someone, a Norwegian will never open up and say anything to you because they think it's rude.
Mm.
When literally it's like, if you would have told me,
Yep.
I don't know, 2 months ago, it would have
Yep.
been over. But now you told me and you got disrespectful and rude and yelled at me because you held it in for so long. Well, you
Right.
could have just said something right there, like, hey, Shaakir, when you leave the room, close the door.
Right. Right.
All you got to say.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
you go months and months and months. This is what I'm trying to say. I feel like in Norway, you can go months and months and months without knowing.
I experienced the shit too.
Yeah, you could go months and months and months without knowing that you're doing something wrong. And then all of a sudden, you get in, you have a meeting or you have a conversation with a person and they tell you all the stuff that you've done wrong the whole year. And it's like, well, you didn't say anything to me while it was happening.
Bro, and I have some friends that know me personally. You put the nail on the head, right? You know what I'm saying? You hit it right on the head right there, man. Cause exactly. In certain workplaces, from what I've been hearing too, that exactly what you said. Like all year, you'll have all year long, you have a meeting, and all year long, it's almost like they build up a case against you about all these things that you supposedly did that they didn't like or wasn't, how they're used to doing things, and when they could have told you from the jump, from the first one, because you would think that if they didn't like it, or if it
would say something about
it, or if it wasn't allowed, that they would tell you from the start. So that tells you how serious they are about the company or whatever. But from what I've been hearing from people, allegedly, that they will allow, sometimes that's the mentality, they will allow you to almost like hang your motherfucking self so that they can just have a bit of rap sheet against your ass and, finito.
Yeah,
especially if you're a person of color.
It's kind of crazy because it's just like, I can never imagine getting mad at a person,
right,
for something that they didn't know they were doing to me.
You feel me?
Or if a person was doing something and they didn't know that it was upsetting me.
That's why this shit is alien to me, bro.
I could never be like,
from different worlds. Right.
Like, I didn't say anything to you the first time.
Right.
Like, if you say something to me, like, Shaakir, don't do this, and then after you said that to me, I keep doing it and you get upset.
Right.
I understand that you're yelling at me now.
Right.
Or now you're saying, yo, but like, it's just crazy. Like, many of my friends, like, and as I said before, I'm not talking about my workplace. Even people outside.
Yeah. I ain't either. I'm talking about people I heard as well, allegedly.
Yo, on the outside, real people,
right,
have lost their jobs,
right,
and had no clue they would lose their job until they lost their damn job, and that's when it's too late.
Yep.
I think that's crazy.
Yep. You hit one of those big subjects out here, bro. For from what I hear, immigrants and people that are ethnic Norsk, white Norwegian or whatever, from here.
I read about it as well. I'm like, wow, this is happening for real. Because I thought it was just like, I was like, I'm not actually seeing this.
Oh yeah,
and then
it's been purported. Oh yeah.
Also, with the whole fact of not being able to express your opinions because it makes you better than someone. It's like, no, it doesn't. You have the right to say what can be done and what can't be done to you.
Right. The Jonte love.
Like, whatever. You're not telling someone what to do is giving them orders. Like, go to the store. But if you tell someone, don't touch me, that's not telling them what to do. That's respect.
No doubt. Okay.
So I never got those things about Norwegian culture, how they just don't express how they feel. And I'm not saying like you should express how you feel all the time, but especially if something is making you feel uncomfortable, I
Right.
feel like every human should have the right to say, "Yo, please stop."
No doubt about that. No doubt
You
about
know?
that. But it seemed like sometimes from what I'm hearing, that when you do that, when you're direct, then they end up flipping the script on your ass like you was the aggressor and shit. You know,
Uh-huh.
bro, I heard that so many
And it's
fucking
crazy because when I came
times.
back here,
Yeah.
when I came back here,
You was
and
probably a timid.
I
You
was
probably was
walking,
timid.
I was walking down the street, and I walked past the guy. Oh, this guy was looking at his phone like the whole time, and I'm looking up trying to avoid him, and he's swaying in his lane because he's looking at his phone. So I'm like, under my breath, I'm like, shh, watch where you're going. And he said, what? And I turned around and he was like, what you said? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm in New York.
You know what I'm saying?
I was like, people talk back.
You know, confrontation. That shit is
like
real.
Confrontation. I'm about to fight him.
You know, hey, in a way, I know it sounds crazy, but that's the shit that we used to. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell Norwegians, and I know there's some Norwegians that know me personally that's gonna listen and hear this shit from another mouth, and I've been saying this shit. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, for sure.
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't even say it. I thought to myself that I didn't say it loud enough for him to hear it. But he probably just heard me mumble something, and he turned around like, what? What'd you say? And I was like, watch where you're going. Yeah. And he's like, come straight to my face. I'm like, bro, you think I'm gonna walk into a fight? You're crazy.
Right.
I'm not gonna walk already. So of course I walked away. But I thought to myself, I was like, man, if I was in Norway, I would have walked past that person like nothing happened.
Right.
You know? But still, I was appalled by it because I was like, oh yeah, I'm in America. And if you say something to someone, they talk back.
Yeah,
if they feel disrespected, they're like, you ain't gonna disrespect me.
Right.
And I don't take that as a person being aggressive. I take that as a person defending themselves.
Right.
The anger isn't coming out of nowhere. And I think Norwegians fail to realize that it's okay to be angry. It's human. I'm not saying you get mad and punch people in their face.
Right.
But if someone upsets you, you don't have to be mean about it. You can just say, "Yo, I don't like when you do that. Please stop doing it."
Be clear about it from the start because it can be avoided. It can be a boiling point. It can really
be avoided.
Yeah.
Because then you get into tense situations with people for no reason over such a small thing as closing the door.
Right.
Or turning the make sure you turn off the light.
Right.
It's like small things like that. I've gotten into serious arguments and I'm like, man, if you would have told me, I would have done it. But you just let me do it for 6 months.
You feel me? Yo, I'm telling you, it is like that in a lot of workplaces.
Yeah, because I tell people when I don't like stuff that they're doing, and they say, oh, you're bossy, or Shaakir has an anger problem, he gets mad. It's like, no, if you come up to me and touch my hair every day, I'm going to tell you, stop touching my hair.
That's for sure. Being a black person, being a black person, they should know that, but they don't know that, and it definitely.
Then I'm being rude because I'm not. Anyway, if I told you don't touch me, that's not being mean.
Right.
In my opinion, this is my body. If I told you don't touch my body, you don't have the right to touch my body.
For sure.
Especially if it's a woman, because if it was me, if it was the other way around, and I was touching her, and she said don't touch me, I'd be going to damn jail.
Tell me about it.
So please miss me with that. If I say don't touch me, don't touch me.
Right.
And it's not mean for me to say that.
Right. Now, racism, the racism, we touched a lot about racism already and stuff like that in Norway in particular. How can I you experience racism. I'm almost sure that don't mean it has to be overt racism, not just overt. It could be everyday subtle racism.
No, we just have subtle racism.
Most definitely,
because their personalities, like, wow, it really sounds like I'm generalizing now, but I've been here for 4 years. Right. And like,
just tell it. Just.
I don't want to be the person to say some stereotypes.
Make it plain.
You really live that.
Make it plain.
Some people really live those stereotypes, man.
Right.
Some people really live them. Like, like how they say black people love fried chicken and watermelon. Well, I do.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
damn sure do.
Right. No,
Okay.
but well, when you talk about fried chicken and watermelon, though, Norwegians do too, though. I ain't gonna
Of
lie,
course
cause
they do.
they love some watermelon. Cause some of them even said when they went to the States and they started talking about watermelon, they act like they didn't know of the connotation, the with the negativity behind it. And is that your brother right there, the twin?
Yeah. But
Oh,
that's my
okay.
older brother.
Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, bro? No doubt, no doubt.
But yeah, so let me tell you about the racism in Norway.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you a really funny story, man.
Yeah.
With my roommate, he left the company like with my old roommate, and we walk in to go buy some stuff at Class Olson. We were walking to Class Olson, and, and we see a colleague and her mother.
Mm.
I will not say any names.
Yeah.
We
Don't
see
say
a
no.
colleague and her mother.
Yeah.
And we walk in, we see them, and we like, hey, what's up? So the colleague and her mom, they walk over. We like, hi guys, how are you? Blah blah, small talk. Mm-hmm. And then the girl's parents, she's like, so what's you guys' names again? I'm like, yeah, I'm Shaakir. My friend said his name, blah blah blah. And the girl's mom is like, oh
You might have to
yeah, it's you
you
too,
might have to go
you
back
too.
a little bit
Oh
for the
yeah,
connection.
yeah, my daughter has told me all about you. Oh yeah, so we exchanged. We told her our names, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know you too." She's like, "Yeah, my daughter has told me all about you." And she points to my roommate, and she's like, "I heard you're the artsy one," and he was an artsy guy. He was a really artsy guy, like poetic, writing all the time, and hopeless romantic. And she points at him, and she's like, "I heard you're the artsy guy," and then she points at me, and she's like, "I heard you're the gangster one." And with the biggest smile on her face, man. Like you could really tell.
Bro.
You could really tell she meant no harm by it. She looked at me eager like, and you're the gangster one. So I'm like,
wow.
I look at her and I look at my roommate, and he's American. He looked at me like, I'm like, yo, she did not just say I'm the gangster one. So
wow.
the conversation obviously got like visibly awkward. Like you could, if awkwardness had a feeling, that was it, man. That was it. It got just like cringy silence. We just like looked at each other because I like that took me off guard. I was like, what? So then the conversation kind of ended abruptly, and we said bye. And then we was walking, and my roommate was like, yo, man, you good? And I was like, yo, man, I'm good. I'm like, if only she knew what a real gangster is, she would never call me gangster. I'm like, man, do you know where I'm from? I'm like, I've done everything in my power to not be a gangster.
Right.
I've done everything in my power to not be like the gangsters in my hood.
Right.
I grew up around a whole bunch of gangsters. They don't know what Norwegians don't know, especially white Norwegians. White Norwegians have no idea what real gangsters are, man. And she had the nerve to call me gangster. And I wrote the colleague. I wrote her and I told her, I was like, yo, man, honestly, that really didn't make me feel good. I'm like,
straight.
And she told me, she said, nah, in Norway, gangster cool. Gangster means cool. It's a cool word. It doesn't have the connotation that it has in America. And I'm like, well, you call an American man gangster.
Now she white splaining and shit now. She over there white splaining.
And a black American man, gangster, who is from that kind of hood. I'm like, I'm from that neighborhood. So I tell the colleague, I'm like, yo, listen, if your mother knew what a real gangster was, she would never call me gangster. Because I'm like, y'all have no idea what it is to be around gangsters, to know gangsters, to have gangsters in your family.
Right.
Like, you don't know what that's like.
Right.
So please don't call me a gangster because I've done everything in my power to not be like those guys.
Absolutely.
I told her, I said, if I was gangster, you would have never met me here in Oslo.
Absolutely.
I'd be on the block.
Hey, absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, you wouldn't know a damn thing about me if I was gangster. You wouldn't know anything about me because I'd be right here in Flatbush in the hood.
Right. For sure.
The real never ones, leave this place.
The real ones you wouldn't really know. Yeah, for sure.
The real ones, you don't know them at all.
Right,
gangsters move in silence.
Right. For For sure. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But I believe that. Like I said, like me though, yo, I was at a point I was like, man, I'll be like, some of them you can say there's a few of them they kind of ignorant to the fact, but some of them they be trying to play that ignorance card a lot out here.
Yeah.
They play that ignorant card a lot. I didn't know. I didn't know. You know.
Yeah, and in my country, it means cool. What? Y'all
You
adopted that word from American culture. What you mean it's
know
cool
what I mean?
here?
You know,
I'm like, it's our word.
the same ones that be in the club and shit, dancing to all the rap songs and all them shits, and then watching, watching all the shows and everything. Then suddenly when they meet one and shit, I didn't know. Especially when they go to the station, shit, they end up saying something. I love watermelon too.
Yeah, yo, was I was hanging out. I was hanging out with a Canadian girl.
Right.
I was hanging out with a Canadian girl one night with my other roommate, this new roommate, and we met them at this bar called International. Right there on
Yeah, I
like
remember that
12th
one.
or Young
Yeah, I
Soldier,
remember.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like red inside or something.
Yeah.
Got these lights.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
a few years ago,
and
it was kind of cool, but now, yeah.
yeah, that was pretty whack, right?
Right.
But we we went there. We met my Canadian friend, and she has a guy. I don't know if she worked with him, but somehow she knew this guy. And me, my roommate, her and her friend, and this random dude that we just met. We were like, I looked at I almost said her name. I looked at my friend. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? Why are you bringing him? She said, nah, so let him come. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we go back to my crib. We sitting there, we chilling. My mother called me. So my mother called me, and I don't have the camera on. Tell me why this guy, me not having the camera on is a key point. Remember that. I did not have the camera on. So my mother is like, Shaakir, why don't you have the camera on? And I'm like, Mommy, I've been out. Because, I respect my mother. So I was like, Mommy, I've been out. I had some things to drink. I was like, I don't want you to see me like this.
Yeah.
And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I just don't want you to look at me right now because, I'm not 100% myself right now talking to you.
Right, for sure. I understand that.
So,
sure.
Yeah, so my mother was like, okay, then I'll call you tomorrow. Because it was quite early in the morning or early in the evening in America at that time.
Right.
But anyway, so my mom hung up the phone. She's like, all right, I'll call you another time. The guy that was that random guy that was there, right. After I hung up the phone, my mother, he goes, does your mom know you have white friends? Is that why you had the camera off? And I said, wow. Didn't you hear me tell my mother why I had the camera off? I answered the phone around everybody. We sitting on my couch. I answered the phone around everybody. I spoke to my mom for like 3 minutes. It was short. I just told her, like, listen, Ma, I'm a little out of it. Let me talk to you later. That's why I got the camera off. And he's still going to ask me, does your mom know you have white friends? So I look at my Canadian friend. I'm like, you see why? I'm like, you see why I don't want this guy to come to my house? Because when I met him at the bar, the first thing he brought to me was, yo, I listen to Lil Baby. I listen to Travis Scott. Okay.
And?
I like Travis, but I don't listen to Lil Baby. So I told him, I said, I don't listen to Lil Baby. And he was like, oh. He's like, yeah, but yeah, I'm bumping that. He started naming all these like new young rappers. I
just posted our link on my Facebook right now, bro. Yeah. So I should have did that earlier on my Facebook. I just posted our live link right now on YouTube on my Facebook. But anyway, it's all good. People will look at it. Know what I mean? No doubt. Let me see who's
but just like straight up asking me questions about rap and hip hop. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I really listen to R&B. I don't be rapping like that. I listen to Travis. Maybe.
Hey, see you on some old school.
I listen to R&B.
There you go. You on some? You know what I'm saying? I'm on the same shit. I'm
talking about Tevin Campbell.
Oh shit! Now
After 7.
Oh right.
I'm on that.
Yeah, you grew up on that. Yeah. No doubt. No
I'm on
doubt.
that. I'm on that wave. I'm listening to stuff like that. I'm listening to R&B because I like melody. I like
Right.
melody
Me
and
too.
rhythm.
Me too. I'm the same way, bro. I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same goddamn way.
I like to hear singing rather than hearing rapping.
Right. Right. I mean, nowadays a lot of cats rapping, trying to sing in a way.
Sing.
Yeah.
I call it sapping. Everybody sap now.
Right. Right.
Everybody sap or ring because they just sing rap.
Right. Right. Right.
But I like to hear a nice voice, a beautiful voice singing when I'm listening to music. Or I'm listening to a completely instrumental, like no lyrics at all, just instruments or sound, usually.
Right.
So when he came up to me and he like, yeah, I listen to Lil Baby. I listen to the Baby. I listen to, and all these guys that rap like, I'm in the party, I
Yeah.
don't listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
At
listen
this,
to music like that.
right. Right. At this point, we're like tired of this shit, man.
Everybody sound like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. I can't listen to it. The only guy that I can listen to is like Travis Scott. He's the one guy that one of these
Right.
that's like in this new era of rap that I can
Right.
actually like
You feel me?
bump.
You feel me?
Because I'm actually listening to the story he tells. I'm like, okay, he's actually
No, I was gonna
saying
ask you
something.
your music. Who you like? Yeah. You already told it because I was gonna get into that. The music that you like to bump or whatever. I know you like some dance hall, reggae.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I got my Vibes Cartel. I got my Pop
Hey,
Cut,
hey, yo, hold up, hold
Cranium.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. You hear? You hear? Take up the screen. Hold up.
Yeah. Gaza.
There you go, right there. See? Look at the back. Look at the back.
Yeah. Bob's.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's still incarcerated?
Yeah, he's still incarcerated, man. He's still incarcerated. For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He been
that's
going
my
for
that's my vibe. That's my vibe. Yo, when you come out here, bro, when you come out here and shit, once they start they start opening up. I think this week they talking about no, what they say Monday. Monday they're gonna try to start they're gonna see if they're gonna let places open up till 3 in the morning now again. But I don't know if they're gonna start the dancing thing yet. But once they start that back again, you gonna have to come in there all incognito and shit. We're gonna have to go to one of these little joints and then just chill out, bro. For sure. Hello?
cut up the club.
No doubt, no doubt. Hello? I kind of partly hear you. Hello? You hear? Yeah, I can hear you, but the video like kind of like stop. We're gonna end it soon anyway, bro. We're gonna end it soon anyway. We're gonna see if we can get one more good connection before we straight end it, or we could end it. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's see if I can cut that one out though. Maybe I can remove. There we go. One more again. Yo, this should be funny too, cause like you can hear me though, right?
Rob,
Yeah. That should be funny too, bro. Cause like on my YouTube channel and shit, cause I'm the
I can
only.
hear you, but you
Yeah,
you
yeah,
ain't moving at all.
yeah. I ain't moving. Okay, it's all good. Cause I'm. It should
And
be
now
fun.
you are. Now you are.
Yeah, yeah. That should be funny too out here, bro. Cause it seemed like I'm the only nigga. I'm the only
My
nigga on the.
pops.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
You see? Look.
Hey,
Yeah, how you
yeah.
doing?
What's going on,
What
man?
is that?
How you doing? No, I ran into your son
Okay,
in.
I'm good.
That's good.
Good.
That's good. That's good. I ran into your son in the street out here, man, and I was. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's all good. That's
Okay.
what's up. That's what's up, man.
Well, yeah, you from Oklahoma, right?
Yeah. No, it was definitely, man. My military base. Military base. Because of the military. My father was in the military. My father's from Mobile, Alabama. My father from Mobile, Alabama, and then my father's from Guyana. From Guyana,
But and they from Mobile. Woo!
yeah. No,
And that time as well. God damn.
yeah, from the south, man. My father was born in Mobile, but my father's from Guyana though.
Oh, words.
Yeah. So he was like, it was crazy him coming from Guyana to the deep south. You know what I mean? My grandfather, from what I heard. Yeah. And so that's what's up. And then my mom's side of the family's from New Orleans. So both of my mom's parents are from New Orleans, and my mom's dad retired, from the army in a military base in Oklahoma. So that's how we end up in Oklahoma, because the military base. Because her father retired, and they both from New Orleans. So definitely, man. Have you been out there to New Orleans? Hey, have you been out there to New Orleans? New Orleans?
Nah, man, I never been to New Orleans.
Yeah, you will love it. Trust me, you will love it.
I've been to like Virginia, West Virginia,
Right,
North
right, right.
Carolina, and South Carolina.
No doubt. New Orleans everybody say it's different, but it is. It's pretty cool.
I would love to go to New Orleans.
Right. A lot of white people like it.
They go there to get crazy on drugs.
Mardi Gras and shit. Yeah. But anyway, we gonna let you go. It's funny because this is the only interview conversation that I have that's real unorthodox. It's cool. I like it like this.
Uh-huh.
And we kept on playing phone tag and shit. You've been busy doing your thing. It's been hard to get in touch or whatever. But when you come over here, man, don't be getting ghosts and shit. But at the same time, I really didn't try to. I really didn't try to contact. I mean, I could have called you, but I didn't. I didn't want to bug you like that. You know what I mean? So that's just real. I wanted you to do your thing, and whenever and I was telling you, I'm gonna do my thing regardless. That's just how life is, and you're gonna do your thing regardless. So you know what I mean? So I ain't one of them cats that's gonna bug you all day long or whatever. But when you come back, we definitely gotta meet in person again with, like I said, with some other brothers, and maybe a cookout, and we can, I think that would be cool. You can bring your girl and things like that, and we can really chop it up, and you can meet some other personal people to me as well. You know, and we talk off camera. You know what I mean? So yeah. So there's a lot more that I would like to talk to you about off camera, and things like that. But I'm happy you back home. At least you made it out there, my dude. Did you get vaccinated?
No.
No. Yeah. No doubt.
I missed my vaccination was in Norway, but I was flying
Right. They still let
before
you
I could get here.
they still let you go. That's cool. Cause I want to go back home and visit and shit. So
Yeah, I just had to test out of it.
Okay. Got you.
I just had to take a test, and then it was fine.
Right. So anyway, so you'll be flying back. You'll be back here like the 27th, right?
27th at sometime in the afternoon.
I turned 20. Not 20. I turned 44. I wish it was 24. I turned 44 on the 29th. I turned 44 on the 29th, man. My birthday.
Word, it's the day before my pops.
Right? Oh shit.
It's the day before my pops.
How old would he be? How
53.
Okay, so he older than me by a little bit. Yeah. No doubt. But
Yeah, I think he'll be 53.
Right. Anyway, any plans for today, man?
I'm gonna go get me a laptop. July 4th sale.
Okay, that's what's up.
And I'm gonna chill out here with my fam because
Yeah,
what I found out earlier this morning.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
think everybody gonna stay in. Everybody came to the hood this morning
Right.
because not nobody live in Flatbush anymore, but now everybody's here today
You know.
at
Right.
the family house. Yeah. So
Yeah, they need to hold on to that house, man. Keep letting them white people keep coming over with them checks and shit. I'm sure they got visits and shit, but motherfuckers trying to buy it already. You know.
yeah, but we ain't giving it to them.
Uh,
Let these Jewish people know right now, we ain't giving it to them.
hold off, hold off.
Yeah, it ain't happening just yet, y'all.
No doubt.
I have to offer more than what you are today.
For sure. But anyway, brother, I guess we're gonna end this thing. I can talk to you literally all day. You know what I mean? That's why I said whenever you come through, you come back, then we have to find a day on the weekend or whatever day that's more comfortable for you. Because I know you got that ballet shit, and whatever the real comfortable chill days for you, we have to find one of them, so that you, your girl, and then some of the brothers around here, and whatever, we can all meet up. And like I said, there's one brother. Man, he cooks like from back home. I'm telling you.
Really?
Oh yeah, he had a restaurant out here. One of the brothers, that's the same brother that asked about you. He had a restaurant out here in Oslo, and it got flooded. He got flooded out. He got flooded out, and he's
It
over
got
here.
flooded out.
Yeah, yeah, and he actually helped out like some of the new flavors and shit. The American flavors you see in the store. He helped out with some of those concepts. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's.
Want to make that? You could.
But anyway, all right, man. You be safe though out there, man. Don't do nothing. I'm sure you got good people around you. You know what I'm saying? Make it back. Make it back.
Yeah, I'll come back. I'm gonna come back.
For sure. For sure. All right, bro.
All right, man.
All right, my man. Shaakir, I'll check you.
And then take care. I'll see
All right,
you when
brother.
I get back.
For sure.